2 for 26, and Winston Benjamin comes on. He's taken over from Malcolm Marshall. Marshall so far 6 overs, 1 for 11, no balls and wides. 3 no balls and 4 wides for Malcolm Marshall in his spell. Benjamin was a little disappointing last time he bowled in this competition. There's a bit of ground to make up today.
Yes, Stephen Waugh got to him a little bit, I think. Both with bat and ball, unsettled him a little. At the MCG, 6 overs, no wicket for 35, his figures. So by West Indian standards, that's quite expensive. But the truth of the matter is that he is pretty talented. He's a bit quicker than he actually looks. Can get the ball to bounce. Strong character. He's got a magnificent arm. He'll be very keen to rectify those figures in Melbourne. He'll be trying to bowl a little more economically today. So you won't want too many no balls. Those figures, sometimes the bowlers have a look at their spike marks there, and that seemed to me to be clearly over the line. Even if it did touch, of course, makes no difference. He's got to get behind the line, and there's no real excuse for a medium pacer to be bowling too many no balls. But what does happen is that extra little bit of effort, and that particular delivery is bowled. Sometimes the front foot goes a little further down the pitch.
Leg byes.
Javed Miandad quickly back for the second. Every run counts.
That was the fumble, and then the signal from the umpire, leg byes, a little bit of a change from umpire Bailash, who in Perth was signalling bye first, then the leg bye. But today it's just the straight out tap of the knee.
Umpire Robin Bailash at the Vulture Street end. Pretty warm out there. Two for 29.
Armour is on 4. Javed is on 2. 2 for 32 after 14 overs. The West Indies have got to keep 2 men in catching position for 1 more over. Pretty good looking track here at the Gabba. Place you always like to bowl, Tomo?
Yes, Ian, this track looks as good as any we've had for a while there. I said to Greggy before it looked fairly good, and he said it was pretty dry, so it's played pretty well at the moment. It only did a little bit of sideways movement, which is a bit different to some of the pitches I've seen earlier this season. But the ground's in magnificent nick, and it's a fine day. I don't think we'll see much rain either today.
I think it was Ray Linwall said that he always bowled from this end, that Benjamin's coming from the Vulture Street end. Why is that, Tomo?
Well, I prefer this end too. When I used to bowl here, it's from here you can see it yourself. It slopes a bit away to the offside to a right-hand batsman, which helps the outswinger or helps the neck too as well. And the other end tends to be a bit uphill and helps the bowler that bowls end swingers.
And I always thought you just ran up and bowled as fast as you could, Tomo. I didn't think you thought about all those subtleties.
Yeah, I did, mate, when it meant energy. And plus the other end is into the wind normally. In summertime, the nor'easter bowls from the Vulture Street end, which also helps a bit. And I really like this end here at the moment that Benjamin's bowling from. It's a nice flat run-up, and you tend to actually just, physically, it seems like you're really pounding into the pitch, which helps a bit. And especially as an incentive, every time you walk back after you bowl the ball, you see all your mates in the bar having a cool beer. So I used to think, well, the quicker I get these blokes out, the quicker I can join them.
That's a great delivery. I think it came off the right leg, or maybe the top of the pad. It was a magnificent delivery. I'm not sure that hit anything. I think it just swung a bit and then kept going off the seam.
Yeah, I think it did, Ian. It might have just hit a little bit of grass. It's just lifted and swung and decked and did everything. I think if he knew how to bowl that, he'd bowl it again next ball. That is just bad luck. It's just too good a ball to play, I'm afraid.
Great over there from Winston Benjamin. It's 2 for 33. It shows how much of a battle it has been for Pakistan. After 16 overs, no batsman has reached double figures. There are 22 extras, 14 wides among them, and 4 no balls. And I would think Imran would be saying thank heaven for those wides. Pakistanis have really struggled. The first man out was Ramiz. In fact, the first man out was Moin Al-Atiq, and Ramiz was the second man out. Malik, who played extremely well against Australia, made 90 in Perth. Tries to catch it. It was well wide of Gordon Greenwich. Malik made 90 in that game against Australia and also took 2 for 35 to get the Man of the Match award. These two came together with the score on 20. Now 2 for 40. The next batsman will be Salim Malik. No relation to the man at the crease now, Armour Malik. Played extremely well in Hobart against the West Indies, scoring 68. It's 2 for 41.